Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more Amnesia Crowd, continuing Shin's after story love route thing. Anyway, so we had a fun rant because I was like, I'm tired of like the same old conflict points, and then it went back to being fluffy and stupid, which is exactly what I wanted it to be. So I complained forever about I'm tired of the same old shit. Like, why do we have to keep doing this after 30 times we've played this game? And well, from the beginning, and then and later, and then now, and then you know, what these after stories should be: fluffy and stupid and pointless. That's what I want, you know, and romantic, not dramatic. Let's not do that. I guess I kind of did that in Grappa, which fine, but like now it's like, come on. So we're back to it being fluffy and goofy, and that's what I'm here for. So we were just playing a life simulator game with everybody, and it was weird and funny. So it's warm. Someone's stroking my hair. The person who would do this, Oma? No, these clumsy hands. It's Shin. I think it's really sad that the first person you thought it was Toma. Oh, 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 oh. Does this count as a CG? With him just like looking at us like this? It better count. Although it did say his fifth CG would be unlocked in a later one of the later thingies, but this not this, but this looks like it should be one. Anyway. Shin absolutely should be. Look, he looks so precious because he doesn't look angry. He just looks content and soft. I'm here for this. You're awake? You fell asleep while playing the game. Looked like you were feeling sick from the alcohol smell, so I was watching you. How are you now? Need water? No, I'm fine. This is nice. Huh? What is? You're letting me use your arm as a pillow. This has never happened in the whole time we've been dating. Well, it'd be pretty uncomfortable for me if you were sleeping like this all night, you know? I'm sorry. Does it feel uncomfortable now? A little bit. But you smell really good and you're unbelievably soft. But don't worry about it. You're not feeling well and I don't want to make things harder for you. Would you be okay if I held you like this for a little while longer? Holding you feels pretty nice. Yeah, it feels nice for me too. You're a pretty big guy, Shin. I fit perfectly in your arms. And you're pretty small. Your shoulders are so dainty. I feel like I'm afraid I'll crush you. You know, back in the day, you were a lot smaller than me. You had a big growth spurt throughout elementary school, huh? I think it slowed down after that, though. That's usually the way it works. When you're younger, the girls get, like, super tall, and then, like, eventually the boys catch up. And ever since middle school, you just kept growing. Toma was tall even when we were young, so even in elementary school there was a big difference there. That might be why Toma always thought of you as a younger brother to him. Maybe. Well, I should be catching up to his height soon. It's not like he's going to be growing anymore. But try not to get too tall. My hands won't reach you any longer. Wouldn't it be hard to kiss me? It'd be hard to pat your head. You don't have to pat it. Why would it ever be necessary to pat my head that you'd worry about it? Well, I'd have trouble hugging you. If you felt like hugging me, you could just tell me and I'd hold you. I see. Aww. Your hands are big too. You win in everything. Not true. You're picking some weird things to compete about. Listen, if you weren't here, I wouldn't have thought to try this hard for my university entrance exam. You give me a reason to push myself. You look so ridiculously happy and beautiful here. I love this. I feel the same way. I don't ever want you to get frustrated with me, so I try my best every day. And that's an impossible task. You're very absent-minded, so the frustration is inevitable. That's so rude, but it's kind of sweet in a weird, rude way. You're terrible. But I love you. Even if you're absent-minded, I love you and how you try your hardest. I love you too, Shin. I'm gonna keep doing my best so you don't ever feel like leaving. That day will never come. You don't have to worry. You can count on me too, you know. I'm not so young anymore. You don't have to protect me. Shin, well, that's part of being in love is protecting each other. I know I might have acted like an older sister all of the time, trying to protect you, but you were always the one protecting me. It's been like that for a long time now. Spacey, you're a tough girl. You'll be alright by yourself. Mommy has to go back to the job she had before you were born. I'll be busy. Can you be a big girl and wait for me? Okay. I left your dinner in the fridge, so heat it up in the microwave when you get hungry. You remember how to use the microwave? I'm going to assume this is us like elementary school or something and not like, Mom, I'm 16. Yes, I know how to use a microwave. Yes, I remember. If there's anything you need help with, you could just go ask Shin or Toma's mommy. Okay. I know it'd be better for me if your daddy could come home and be with you, but it's okay. Mommy, Daddy, just do your best at work. I found you, Shin. Are you alone? Why don't we play together? Spacey, you're here again? Go call someone else. I want to play by myself. Well, I'd like to play together with you, Shin. My dad's a terrible person, you know. Don't you get it? Your dad, he isn't a bad person. If I'm around you, you won't be able to play with anyone else. It's okay. I'm fine as long as you're here, Shin. Are you an idiot? Probably. Hey, let's call Toma over too, okay? Hey, stop it. Toma's gonna hate it. Toma won't hate it. Who cares what Toma likes or doesn't like? He's a twat, so we will make him suffer in his infancy. Oh, I see Toma! Toma! Easy, it's fine. Toma could go play with other friends. It's you guys. What are you doing? I'm gonna play with Shin. Toma, play with us too. I really only have like one kid voice, so like when they do all these kid things, it's really difficult because like I got like 1.5 flavor of kid. They all sound the same. Sure, what are we gonna do? Kick the can! Alright, just stay here a second. Shin, why don't we go look for a can? Why? Toma and Spacey, you're stupid! You're really big idiots! Look at he's calling everyone stupid for wanting to be his friend because he just doesn't know how to deal. How nostalgic. Shin, I felt like I didn't want to leave you to be alone. But in reality, I'm sure I was the one who was lonely. Do you remember when we were still in elementary, one night I got sick when my mom and dad weren't there? I was scared and couldn't sleep, so you and Toma called me. You asked if I was okay. Even though I told you I was fine, you snuck out of your house and came to my place. You got into bed with me and held my hand like this, and we slept until the morning. The moment you got there, I felt so reassured that I finally got sleepy. I remember. The next day, since I was sleeping in your room, everyone was shocked. I'm sure your mom was shocked because when she woke up, you weren't there. She was fine. I left a note, so she was less worried and more angry. Good for you leaving a note! That's why you always leave a note! What? So you even left a note? You're a good son. Am I? I think it's a big problem for an elementary schooler to sneak out of the house in the middle of the night. Well, yeah, but, you know. Thanks to that, I was able to feel safe. Priorities. Back then, I hadn't thought about getting engaged to you or anything like that, but ever since then, I felt like I would always be close to you. Yeah, me too. Shin, I love you. No, I won't ever let you go. I'll always be here, okay? Yeah. See, this is the kind of shit that I want, the fluffy romance. Was that the end? I was gonna say, was that the end? We're like 2 minutes in? Good morning. You're all early. Why, hello, Don Juan. You're the one who's late. Perhaps you drank too much last night. Morning, curio collector. That's not true. I'm pretty sure you were the first to collapse last night. What on earth are you guys doing? I fucking love Kent and Iki so goddamn much. Their bromance is one of the most amazing things ever. But I also just love the dynamic of them just having their thing and Shin being like, the hell is wrong with you? Like, just interjecting because he doesn't get it. It's just an added layer that makes it so much better. I never collapsed. I was merely tired from the lack of sleep I've had for the past couple of days. Also, would you do me a favor and revise my nickname to something like Mathematician on an Endless Quest?
If that's your request, I'll have you know I'm not at all pleased with Don Juan myself. It was just luck of the draw that so many women confessed to me, isn't it? I didn't gather them because I wanted to.
Huh. And perhaps it profiled your everyday life because, based on your playstyle. They're still talking about the game.
What? Isn't that even possible?
Hey, Shin, why are they talking about... What are they talking about with Don Juan and Curio Collector? Right, you were already asleep when that came up. And they're nicknames that were given by the game last night. Once you clear it, you're given a grade and a title. Iki got Don Juan, Ken got Curio Collector. Pretty spot on. Oh, and by the way, you got Devilish Woman. Why would I get Devilish Woman? I should get Murder Victim. Dead meat, something like that. Like, what? Why? Well, you had someone fall in love and then kill you. Another one fell in love and locked you up. It's a total mess. I love it. The look on Shin's face is like, we know what we just wrote. Shin's face is the writers when they were like, we're gonna make the game parallel what actually happened in the original Amnesia memories. They're proud of themselves. You should be, it's funny. Yeah, but I'm a devilish woman?
Shin, didn't you get the hero nickname? I don't think that's a title that's given out very often.
Indeed. You could say you lived a life that no one could complain about. Although it seems you pushed yourself a little towards the end in order to support Spacey. No, it wasn't support. More like rescue? Or salvaging? If I left her alone, she would have had way too many incidents. He's not wrong, sorta. Even after meeting up with me, you got kidnapped by an aristocratic guy and got involved in a terrorist attack. Yeah, I should have been like Bad Luck Dame or something, like... You know what I mean? Seriously. Devilish Woman is just so wrong for this. Victim of unfortunate circumstances. A series of unfortunate events. Danger magnet. You got transported to some Arabian world and got a giant sword pointed at you. Seriously, that was the only part that was a completely different world. Oh, I've almost read that in Iki's voice. Well, in the end, it was for the best. And thanks to your protection, she made it to the end safely enough. It was a lot of trouble for me, though. So that's what happened. I'm sorry, Shin. I must say, it's quite impressive to see that everyone was able to reach a happy ending. Ah, the powerful mother.
Good morning, powerful mother.
There you are, powerful mother. I love the fact that now we have nicknames for each other based on that game, and it makes no sense to anyone outside. Please stop this! Mother, does that mean... Rika, so you did end up marrying after that? Well, yes. After all, he did go through the trouble of proposing, and he showed his sincerity at every turn. Of course, I believe I was born into this world for the sake of Mr. Iki's happiness, but, I'm so happy for you. Thank you. This is just a game, you know? Hey! Shin, don't break the fourth wall, shut your mouth! Even if we're speaking of a game, it was quite spectacular to see the powerful part of the powerful mother. Rika, having been blessed with 3 sons and 3 daughters, led a busy life doing housework, raising children, and doing charity work. Her reputation as a good wife and mother spread in the neighborhood, enough for people to push her to be a district councilor. Amazing! Well, you yourself were also blessed when it came to the home environment. It was quite normal.
For all the trouble you had in the first half, it felt like you had a late start compared to Rika.
I did want to do something about that, but I can't handle it all on my own. Sorry for causing trouble. If it's here. Huh? It's nothing. Who's ready for breakfast?
A good idea. I could really go for some juice or coffee.
EQ, then that's hardly a breakfast. I've kind of I love Kent and Iki so much, but I also feel bad for taking one because I just feel like their bromance, they're just gonna. Iki's way too into the ladies, but I just, at some point, it's gonna be like, you're just gonna become an old married couple before you know it. You're gonna be like, huh, we've been together for should we just be gay and get married? Alright, whatever. I just swear to God, they're just. It's gonna happen in any route that's not one that we're dating one of them.
Mr. Iki, knowing that mornings are difficult for you, I've been researching an easy-to-drink vegetable soup for you. Huh, really? Thank you, Rika. I'm quite honored.
I like that we got the conclusion of the game in the game. It's the dumbest thing ever, but it's the best. That's what I want. I just want these to be fluffy and stupid. Don't give me drama, give me fluff and dumbness, okay? Alright, let's disband here. See you again. Strange to say we're disbanding when we originally came here separately. No, Shin, it was originally three groups. Like our last trip, Rika suddenly joined on her own using her information network. See, Kent and Iki are just trying to get some alone time together, and Rika keeps busting in. That's the only reason they're not dating yet. They have no time to confess their feelings, because Rika keeps busting in! I'm just saying. Just saying. That's right. And then let's have our three groups disband here. Spacey and I live close to each other, so we'll go home together. Is that cool? Yeah. I'll be going on my own from here. I'm going to stop by the university.
Be safe, everyone. If you'd like, let's drink together again sometime. You'll be 20 this year, right, Spacey?
Hold on, Iki. Why would you ask that as someone who got dizzy just being around this stuff? Anyway, try inviting us again after you're sure we're of age. Isn't that so far away? Well, we'll come by the cafe soon enough. We can talk of our next meeting then. Oh my god, I like how we just made a group of friends. Now we're besties. Sure. See you then. And we'll be seeing you. Alright, let's go. What's wrong?
Nothing, I was just remembering when we went to Shinano in August. I remember splitting up then, too.
Were you able to make some new memories? Did it stop being just memories of that idiot, of what I did, of painful things?
It's hard to forget the old ones, isn't it?
It isn't easy for me either.
But you're right. I was able to make a lot of new memories, too. I actually had a lot of fun. I was able to spend 2 days being spoiled by you out here. In the future, I'll always remember the fun things that happened on this trip. I'm happy it looks like we'll see Iki and the others again, too. They're really interesting people.
That's an understatement.
It was my first time seeing you be so friendly toward anyone else besides me and Toma, so I was kind of happy. Only...
Want to see Toma?
I'm okay. I'm safe because I'm with you. But I realized you were aware of Toma's absence, and it felt painful. Every time we talk about Toma, you looked sad. I got the sense that you were thinking about how you'd never see him again. You seem so lonely.
And the truth is, we can't see him. Can't say I feel too confident about him wanting to see us anyway.
But
I guess you're right. I do feel lonely.
Because his big brother guy friend is just gone. And even though, again, you're like, yeah, what Toma did was stupid and I hate him and he sucks. He was always such a big part of our life that it's really hard to, see the, you know what I mean? One, you don't want to think that someone that you've known all your life would do something like that, even though you know he did.
It's just hard to pull those pieces apart and be like, I hate him, but I still miss him, but I shouldn't, but I do. It's stupid because Toma sucks, but I totally get what they're going for here, you know? Shin, me, I'm like, want to smack them both and be like, shut up, Toma sucks. But that's a personal preference. I absolutely get their feelings, you know? I'm home. Feels really quiet here. We had an exciting trip. It'd be nice to have fun with everyone again. I would have liked to play that game to the end, too. I'll have to try my best to stay awake next time. Maybe Sawa can come next time. Mine and Waka, too. Oh my god, I just want to see what would happen if Waka played that game. And Toma. Oh, it's my phone. Is it Shin? If it's Toma, I'm gonna be mad. Huh? What? It's Toma. What do I do? Guess I have to answer. Hello? Spacey, I heard you got injured. Are you okay? Is it okay for you to be on the phone? What? Huh? God damn it. He tricked me. Toma? I called my parents for the first time in a while, and it's a lie. That guy, seriously? Both his parents and mine were panicking because they thought you were seriously hurt. You should follow up with them later, or it'll be a mess. Well, I'm sure he knows that too. Well, anyway, that's why I called. I don't have anything else to say. Shin just tricked me. Are you doing okay? Yeah, I'm doing alright. What about you, Toma? I'm in good health. Life's going okay. Toma, where are you right now? Far away, but I'm in school. I'm studying and working too. The food's good and I don't have anyone crashing at my house all the time. So my studies are going well. Don't have any plans to come back? Not really. I can never show my face over there. Shin wouldn't want me to either. Don't be so sure. I think Shin's lonely. I'm recalling a conversation Shin had a long time ago. At the time, Shin thought you wouldn't want to be near him. But when I called to you, you smiled and came over. Remember? I don't know. Maybe that happened. But Shin and I are a lot different now. I'm in no position to garner sympathy. Well, I suppose. I'm not sure how happy I'll be about it. But let me know if you ever get married. We were just talking about engagement. Ready? That's fast! Yeah, I was really surprised too, but it felt natural. See. But it won't be official for a while yet, right? Yeah, he said he'd make an official proposal later. Oh, that's true. It was like a pre-engagement engagement. Well, it's still informal, I guess. Congratulations. Thank you. No, not like I have any problem with you dating Shin. I thought I'd be able to congratulate you guys. I thought Shin was the only one I could entrust you with. I still believe that, but I really wonder why I ended up doing something like that. Not really sure myself, because you're a fucking psycho! That's it! Psycho! I know. I'm sure Shin would understand, too. I'd like to see you again sometime, okay? Let's get together soon. Yeah, I'll be seeing you. Okay, I'll talk to you later. See you soon, Toma. Shin, please let me in! Ah, you're here. 1 second. It's weird. I mean, I get it, like, because Shin, like, Toma was a big part of, like, Shin in my life, like, whatever. But it is weird that it's, like, it's Shin's route, but, like, now we're focused on how much we miss Toma. Like, I mean, I get it. It does make sense, but also, like, Toma, get the fuck out of my relationship. I'm in. Something up? What's with that look? Got a call from Toma. He said that you'd lied and said I had gotten really injured and that our parents are worried, and you did this so he'd contact me, right? You made sure that I could hear Toma all right. To make sure I could hear Toma's all right, didn't you? But the funny thing is like, Shin's the one that's also feeling lonely and like, but he did that for us, and it's like we should have been like, you should call Shin and talk to him, you know? I know that probably took a lot of courage from your end. Does he seem like he's doing okay? Yeah, he said he's far away, but he's going to school and working a job now too. He said his studies are going well since no one's crashing at his place all the time. Is he talking about me? That was first phone call in ages, and he still manages to take a jab at me. It didn't seem too bad. I'm sure Toma's feeling lonely, too. He's probably like, God, yeah, no one's here to bother me. I miss it. I know. Not like I've ever known him to be honest with his feelings. He did say something else. He wanted to congratulate us on getting married. I see. Shin. It is another. I'm just saying down here, there's the etc. And it's like, the mini event unlocks Shin's 5th CG. We already had 4. This is now 5 and 6. We got 2 CGs in this part. It doesn't say anything about that. I was wondering where all those other ones were coming. I'm like, what the fuck are these other ones that we're missing? Here you go. 2 CGs in this part. Look, we just fucking kissed. Oh, look at his little shocked face. It's so cute. Thank you, Shin. Thank you so much. Just so happy. You know, it's not exactly music to my ears to know he made you so happy right now. Not that. Yeah, I was happy to hear Toma's voice, but it's not just that. Both you and I couldn't help but worry about Toma. I'm sure you did even more than me. But I was able to actually talk to him, and he was able to congratulate me being with you. I realized I had to look to the future with hope and happiness in my heart, with you by my side, Shin. You were the one who made me realize those feelings inside, and that you're always the one who gives me that opportunity. Even though you're in pain too, you're always thinking of me, and you always help me. I'm just so happy I couldn't hold back my feelings of how much I love you. I had no idea that when you feel love like this, you just want to kiss your partner. Ooh. Shin, I love you so much. Saying love isn't enough. I adore you. Adore you. I always have. It's like so disgustingly cute right now. Like I'm gonna vomit. Like in a good way. It's like being like overdosed on sugar right now. I'm ugh. I love it. Oh, was that the end? Oh, okay. Okay, so maybe that choice. Because it's like she had 2 choices, but I guess you could have chosen me. I didn't realize that they were the same thing, you know? Well, that's unfortunate. We should have chosen me, but whatever. Anyway. Morning? No, it's still dawn. I ended up falling asleep while using Shin's arms as a pillow. I hear someone's voice downstairs. Are Iki and the others already awake? Shin. The last time I've seen Shin sleeping. So cute. That's what you have to say? A little flashback. Shin, sorry, did I wake you up? Did. You could have at least woken me up with some sexier words. Sexier words? Like that you like me? Love me? Could have just kissed me or held my hand. Stop calling me cute. Sorry, but you looked cute. Hey, asking you, but exactly do you think of me? Well, you're one of my dearest childhood friends turned love of my life. You always look so cool, so when I see the cute side of you, I really like to savor it. You know how lions are usually scary, but when they're asleep at the zoo, they kind of look like big old puppies? Lions are like cats, so you should have said big old cats, not puppies. That's just weird. You look at a wolf and think big old puppy. You look at like a lion and you're like, look at the big old cat, big kitten. So equating a feline to a dog is weird. Girl, get your fucking species straight. Well, if I'm a dog, then I think you're more like a lion, Shin. Maybe I'm also saying this because sometimes I feel like I might get eaten by you. That's what we were kind of hoping for. Think I'm gonna eat you? Well, you're right to think that. Is this a good time for that, though? Are you telling me this because it's something you want to do right now? Because I might just do it. Shin. What? So you're scared now? Oh, not feeling well? Not that, but, someone's standing right outside of our door. Alarm? 4 years later! We're getting married, aren't we? Spring. This is our wedding day. Look, we got married to Iki at the end of later, so... Oh, a dream. How nostalgic. That was back when Shin got into university and we went on that trip. Ah, right. I wonder if he changed at all. I wonder if they, like, gave him a little 4-year glow up or he still looks the same. It'd be kind of weird if he changed, but you know what I mean? Because you've played multiple games, hours upon hours with the same character, but at the same time, you're like, 4 years later, you'd be like 22. So, like, I remembered it because the results of Shin's state examination were coming out. I hope this time around it goes well, just like it did back then. Oh, the sound of the door unlocking. Shin's the only one with a spare key, which means he doesn't really look that different. Got a different outfit on, though. I like that in Crowd we get multiple outfits. I don't know why that amuses me. But anyway. Shin, welcome. I'm coming in. Hey, I bought some cherries. Is it okay if I put them in the fridge? Huh? Yeah, it's fine. Bought them in front of the train station, but they were 300 yen for 3 packs. Isn't that crazy? I guess the farm tried to modify them genetically, but they came out too sweet and no one's buying them. I tasted some and honestly taste like candied fruit, like for parfaits. Honestly, I prefer them this sweet. I see. Did you come here today to bring cherries over? Nah, I got contacted about my exam results, so I came to tell you. Passed. Huh? I passed, naturally. Oh, right, naturally. That's amazing. You passed the prelim exam when you were still a student, and now you've passed the judicial exam too. Incredible! Jin, you worked so hard. It was difficult, but you did it. You barely had time for yourself ever since graduating high school, but you never complained once. And now here you are, finally having passed this exam. You're my hero. Well, he was the hero in that game. You dummy. Don't cry. Look at his happy little face. Okay, this time I absolutely have to let Toma know. I'm gonna get in touch with him. Always say that, but he's never sent back a reply. Well, he'll probably hear about it eventually anyway. At the end of the day, I'm pursuing the same legal world after all. So I can oh my god! We're gonna have, like, Amnesia legal battles, and it's gonna be like Shin and Toma against each other. You know, fitting. Actually, I don't want him to know. I kept telling him I had no interest in law, but I ended up choosing the same path. If he thinks I'm just following in his footsteps, I'm gonna die of humiliation. But you have to admit that Toma's influence is there, right? Shin being a lawyer is also a little odd, but less odd than Toma because Toma is a psychopath. It isn't. Don't you start saying that stuff. It has less to do with practicing law and more to do with me learning this trade because of what my family went through. And this just happened as the end product of trying to get tuition grant, and then trying to get a certain type of job. I wrote it off at first because I thought it'd be too hard to do financially. But seeing how hard you were working too... Well, I've already talked about this several times. Anyway, that's how I got here. Hey, I still think it's admirable no matter how you got there. But you know, if Toma passes while actively enrolled in the law school he's in now, you'll probably get jobs around the same time. Think so? You're gonna be a prosecutor, right? Toma said he was aiming to be a defense lawyer, so you might run into him eventually. Oh my god, it really is gonna be frickin' Shin versus Toma! Ugh, the thought of that's enough to make me want to quit right now. It's too late for that, isn't it? Either way, you're doing great. I'm sure you'll get busy again, but you should rest for a while. Hey, do me a favor. Sure, what do you want? Something erotic. I'm just kidding. You sing something. Anything you'd like. Alright, but before that, would you mind if I gave you your present? What is it? Oh, is this where we get to choose me? Yes! Now we can choose me! Nice! Me. Surprise! I see. Thanks, and I'll take it. Wait, you're okay with that? It's fine. Is there a problem? It's been 4 years since we got pre-engaged. I think we should maybe have crossed this line by now. I mean, that's fine if you want to take it slow, but this is like freaking, like, the icebergs are melting faster, okay? And I don't think I really make a good congratulatory present. I've already been yours for a while. But we're still living apart, right? We have separate parents and eat separately. We have separate parents. I mean, yeah. I would hope so. I mean, we know that I'm always waiting for them to give us an incest route in some game, but, like, I mean, this would be the weird time to, like, be like, oh, by the way, we have the same parents. What? You know, you gotta tell me that in advance so I'm prepared. Yeah. Huh. And please let all of them be mine, too. Let's get married, Spacey. Jen! I said this before I went to college, right? That I'm dating you with the intent of marrying you eventually. I'd like you to think about that more concretely. Like about taking my name and living together. Also, if you want to do it, about the wedding ceremony's date, like now? I'm sure your mom would want to see you, so I guess we'd have to. And then let's lean toward doing it. I don't think you're going to refuse, but I know timing needs to be right. Carefully before you reply. It won't bother me at all if you told me to wait several more years. I can wait for you. I might want you while I'm waiting, and it might be painful, but, well, you take responsibility for that. You've been waiting for 4 years. Seriously, what 1918 time period is this? Where, like, you've been engaged, you can do, it's fine. You are just, this is weird. Okay, fine, Shin, you're just that, alright, whatever. Spacey, first think it over carefully. I understand. Let's get married. No, I just said, yeah, that's what I want to say, but it looks like you'll get mad, so I'll think it over. I'll be fine at my job even if I change my name. There's lots of people who are already married, after all. There's lots of people who retire after getting married, but it was my dream to be in education, so I'd like to continue that. I already think my mom and dad would agree to it. It seems like they believed you'd always end up taking my hand, after all. Also, I'm worried I might be a hindrance to your new job, but that's not for me to say. This is the weirdest conversation I get. Are you sure you want to get married? Because it might be. Well, I don't know. I'd have to change my name. And like, this is like, okay, it's stuff like this. This is kind of like, it should be fluffy, happy. Let's get married. Now let's have this weird conversation where none of this makes any sense on why. We'd have to think about this and like, you've been together this long. You had the intent, and I understand. Like, I want to wait until I graduate before we get married, type of thing. Fine, that's fine, but. Well, I don't know. Can I keep my job if we get married? A lot of people are married. I mean, it's just the weirdest things to be concerned about or even thinking about. It's like, again, they tried purposely to let's find something to like kind of put in here to like just leave it light and fluffy and stop making up weird fucking shit for us to be concerned about that makes no sense. This makes no sense. Anyway. I'm sure you must have thought over it a lot more than I have. I'll be a hindrance to your job, right? Because lawyers don't have wives. Or husbands. And it's no problem if we wait to have the ceremony after you've decided on your job, right? Also, you know, Shin, if you had asked me to get married during college, I'm sure I would have accepted. After all, I love you and I want to be together with you, and it was always hard being alone at night. I knew I couldn't always be with you because you had to work really hard. But there were still times I was lonely. I know. Sorry. That's why I don't know what else I need to think of so thoroughly. I love you, Shin. I want to be with you. I want to be your wife. Yeah, like, I've been thinking about this for 4 fucking years. I was waiting for you to, like, get off the shit or get off the pot, Shin. Jesus. Catch up. I want to marry you. Yeah. Well, I figured you'd say that. You have a ring? And I felt like my stomach was going to twist off. Sorry I couldn't wait too long. I wanted to proudly make you mine as soon as I could. Let's get married, Spacey. Make you happy. I need to let Toma know. Why is Toma the first thing you bring up in this situation? Shin, you, me, same. Well, I just can't hold in something this happy all by myself. I have to talk to Toma about it. I'll have to let him know I'm okay now. This time, I'll make sure to talk to him. If you're able to contact him, he really only calls to give us an update on his situation when he feels like it. Yeah, that's true. Also, again, we're getting married. Like, fuck Toma, girl! Jesus! Right now, please sing for me. In many different voices. Oh. Sing for you or sing for you? You know what I mean? Oh, never mind. Okay. Your professor was really happy that you passed, wasn't he? It's so weird because it's like the game ended and yet then the end is longer than the route. Not really, but... Yeah, my professor looked after me a lot, so I'm very grateful for him. Hey, is it just me or are you really giddy about him calling you my wife? Oh, we didn't tell him that we were going to get married, right? But he said I was your wife right away. I was just so happy thinking that I might look like your wife. You know, called that a few times in the past, too. I don't know if you knew this, but most of my friends would refer to you as my wife. You did? No need to be so surprised. You're adorable. Look, he's blushing. Trying to look tough while I'm blushing. Shin! We have things to do. Come on, let's go home. And one of those things to do, me, because, like, okay. Anyway. It's kind of fun to come back to university after so long. Will I ever come back again? You were saying that when you graduated last year, too. You want to come here, why don't you just come like you did today? Oh, yeah, okay, I was like, my brain didn't read right. I can't just come here without a reason. I've already graduated. But it's fun just taking a look around. Lots of fun memories come flooding back, except for that time where it burned down and I died, but it's not this route. Like ones of your band, or when we had a date in the classroom. Even now you sing at the kindergarten every day, and you meet up with me all the time. You're right. Just getting a little sentimental. Shall we go? Huh? Oh, he wasn't dressed like a kid. He was dressed like Orion. Why was he dressed like his spirit self? Wasn't he gonna like pretend to be a kid in all the rounds? Anyway, what's wrong? Did you see someone? Yeah, just a slightly strange boy. Who was that child? I feel like I knew him. Shin, can I go overlook for just a moment? It's fine. I'll go with you. He should have gone this way. Huh? You're saying I ran off into the night because of debt? Where'd you get that from? What a joke! But you just suddenly... Oh my god, it's Toma! I was like, I know it's not Orion, but... Orion led us to Toma. But you just suddenly disappeared on us, Toma! Everyone was wondering what you'd do about your exam even after you were working so hard. Oh my god! What is with your freaking outfit, Toma? Not a fan. This is the worst one. I mean, there's parts of it I like, but like the... But... I mean, the scarf and then like the necklaces, the beaded necklace kind of thing with it is fine, but then the weird climbing jacket looking thing is a little odd. It's okay, we don't like Toma, so it's okay that you got the worst outfit in the bunch. Anyway. I passed my exam, thanks. I came here today to report it to the professor. Wait, seriously? So you did it straight out of law school? Of course you did, Toma. So where are you living right now? Right now, somewhere kind of far away, but I'm thinking about moving a little closer. He doesn't have his headband on, it's strange. Well, if you're going to be working, this area is better for it after all. It really is in the end. Oh? Ma? I just cannot believe that in Shin's route, fucking Toma is the focus. Ow! Where have you been, stupid Toma? Shin? Well, sorry, I'm gonna head out. Hold on. We have a ton of things to talk about. I hope we don't have to talk about them, because again, this is not the point of this route. Even if you do... Hey, do you mind giving us a little privacy? Sorry, okay, I'll see you later. Good lord, what a coincidence. It's not a miracle I'm happy about. Well, first off, it's been a while. You two look like you're doing well. You too. I think you know what I want to say to you right now. Yeah. You need to call us. I know it's hard to be around us, so I won't tell you to come back, but stay in touch. We've been worried. Right. Wait, what? That's what you wanted to say? That's right. Also, you should give us updates. Wait, updates? You want me to give you updates? What's wrong with giving updates to your childhood buddies? For me, I just passed the bar exam. They said it was the quickest time ever. I'll be moving on to judicial training. You graduated from law too, right? If we end up together during judicial training, I'll just laugh. Never heard your conversation just now, but you came to tell people you passed too, right? That's why I'm here. So us meeting here isn't exactly some kind of miracle. But Orion led us here. Stupid Orion! bad judge of character making us run into Toma. What a waste! We took the same exam and we both got our results at the same time. We were bound to run into each other. Wait, this is the first time I'm hearing this. Also, Spacey and I are going to get married. Just have to wait until I'm able to land a good job. She really wanted you to know that, so I'm telling you first thing. You okay with that? Not that he gives a shit. No, feels like a lot of information all at once. I would have thought that both of you were holding some kind of grudge. Why are you being so friendly? Figured you were thinking that. Been waiting to talk to you, and I hope you don't disappear again. Faced each other so we could settle things right. I'm not gonna keep holding on to something we've already let go of. Some things don't deserve grace, Shin. You shouldn't be able to forgive what I did so easy. It's illogical. See, even Toma thinks it's illogical to like him. He's like, it's stupid for you to like... Exactly, Toma, you me same, I hate you. Go away. I think there's a difference between our logic. Well, wouldn't you say that my logic here is the more common response? Yes. I've done nothing to deserve forgiveness from either of you. Even now I'm just being selfish because I'm wondering how you can walk away from this with a better impression of me. Would you really be able to forgive a guy like me? Do you really think that's okay? Absolutely not. Don't get full of yourself. In the 20 years I've known you, I've never known you to be very virtuous. I think I'm about to start showering you with fluffy words about what a stand-up guy you are or whatever. You've always been selfish, a sore loser, a bit of a coward, self-sacrificing, total weakling of a man if I ever knew one. But who cares about any of that? I knew all that already. You know about all my baggage. Still want to be friends. Aw, Shin, you're an idiot. You're a worse judge of character than Orion. You're the one who knows best how we've always felt about you, how we've stuck by you through thick and thin. Well, yeah, I know you two always looked up to me, but then I condemned you? And what? Did you think I was just gonna forget about everything you did? You think I'm doing you a great kindness and just pretending nothing happened? You gotta be kidding me. I can't even fathom a situation where I'd pretend I didn't see someone I grew up with hurt someone so close to me. I'm not about to ignore it and just play nice for the sake of being friends with you. I just want to acknowledge what happened, and I want your apology. Don't you think it's normal for me to want to know why? If you apologize and I give you a solid punch, then that'll be that. That's why I wanted to bring this to the light. It's not like I'm trying to get even with you like some little kid. I don't think I'm just being petty. I wasn't thinking anything of the sort. I probably shouldn't be the one saying this. This all feels too convenient for me. You're saying that you still want to hang out with me, no hard feelings? It almost sounds more impossible than pretending it never happened. Yeah, I figured you'd be the one to try and slink away from this situation. Of course I would. Would you have ever forgiven me for hurting Spacey? I wouldn't, and I still don't. That's completely different from whether or not I think you deserve to be here. I know objectivity is becoming second nature for us since we're in law now, but it's kind of terrifying to go through something like this firsthand, isn't it? What's terrifying is that you're trying to become a lawyer but can't wrap your head around separating the sinner from the sin. And you can? You're forgiving me. I'm not quite there yet, but I still think you should call us. Well, I know how Shin feels now, but what about you, Spacey? What do you think about this? I think we're stupid for trying to be friends with you, and you should go away and never come back. I want both you and Shin to be together. I'm going to stay out of it. Okay, I'm fine with that. Shin won't like if I say this outright, but he seemed a little lonely not having you in his life. Wait, you're talking about me? You're the one who seemed lonely. Sure, I felt that a little, but so did you, Shin. It's normal for things to feel weird when someone who was like family disappears. Shin, sometimes you're really soft. You worry me. It won't happen again. I feel completely ashamed to have given you an excuse and saying something like, this won't happen again, but hey, I'm sorry. Sorry that your older brother, did this. Listen, if you're the older brother, try not to let the younger brother baby you. Oh my god, are they gonna bro hug now? It's like a white screen. Is it the... Oh my god. Now we get a CG of all of them. There's a lot of CGs! This should be in every... think this has been such a beautiful day. Okay, what's our bodies? There we go. We finally reconnected with Toma, and you both passed your exams. It's actually a cute story. This might be the happiest day in my life. Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good day. I know, let's have a party. We should celebrate you two passing. Hey, Toma, did you know Shin and I are old enough to drink now? Hey, how about no? We need a babysitter all night. Shin, are you that much of a lightweight? Not for me, for her. She practically gets buzzed on mocktails, so I'd rather not deal with it. That might be true, but Iki told me that your tolerance for drinks isn't that high either. The hell is he telling you that for? Huh, so you're still hanging out with Iki. Oh yeah, both Iki and Kent cheer us on like we're their juniors. I often feel like they're acting as our older brothers. That's so. As your original older brother, that makes me a little jealous. Yeah, well, you're the one that pieced out and ran out. I'm not gonna lie, Toma looks really good in this. I hate Toma, but he looks really good. And again, sometimes, like, we had CGs like that in Crowd, right? Where, like, you see a CG and you're like, if I didn't know Toma and hate him so much, you'd see the CG and be like, oh, he's really beautiful. Like, he looks so beautiful and normal and not a psychopath. Like, that I despise. He looks so beautiful in this. Like, good job, game. I'll give him points for that. He looks good. You drew him pretty. Although I get it. The focus, him being in here is because, this is about Shin and Shin wanting his, like, older brother figure back, type of a thing. So it is kind of nice, even if I hate Toma. Then, I know eventually I'll look after both you and Shin when you're drunk, as your first older brother. Hey, I don't get that drunk. I get a headache if I drink too much. You're definitely as annoying as an older brother. Apparently I dance a lot when I'm drunk, so you should keep me from doing that. You dance? She dances and sings. The fact that she's so much better at it when she's drunk really irks me. Hey, it just means when you drink together, you've got front row seats to the show. Maybe you're actually happy about that. Shut up, Toma! Well, sign me up. Do you ever get hungover when you have that much, though? Drinking all night must take its toll on you. I'm usually okay. I always crash before I get too crazy. What about you, Shin? You must get those headaches, right? Yeah, drunk Shin doesn't get too crazy. If anything, he does get really honest, though. Well, we all need a little more honest Shin in our lives, don't we? Anyway, can't really seem to get drunk. I figured. Maybe you just have your guard up. You always did have a plastered-on friendly smile, except when you're around us. Like, Shin looks beautiful, too, but, like, I have to give props to Toma, because I hate him, so, like, when he looks good in a CG, it's like, wow. The other ones, when they look good in CGs, it's like, yeah, okay, because I don't hate them. Like, it's different. I do like that he's typical grouchy little Shin face, but still beautiful. It's a good CG. Although we're not showing the CG, we're just going back and forth by the characters, but still, same thing. Maybe you're right. You think if I drank with you two that I'd actually get drunk? Beats me. How would I know? Well, let's drink and see! This is our conversation. I'm down to try it out if that's okay with you two. It's fine. Okay, we'll do it at Spacey's house. Yeah, let's buy lots of things and go home. I'll make some snacks. Best not to get your hopes up, Toma. I wouldn't dare. I'm something of a snack maker myself. Really? Do you want to help me? Of course. Well, we haven't cooked together in a while, huh? I bet you still do, right, Shin? Shin's way better than I am. He used to make a lot of food on his own since his mom was always gone, after all. Tons of guys don't know their way around the kitchen. They rarely set foot in one. I just do it because it's faster if I help. I'm the better cook out of the two of us anyway. You just like the finesse. I'm trying my best. Also, he worked at the cafe as a chef, so... Well, in all honesty, it just means the world that there's usually a meal ready when I get back home. Since Toma's coming today, why don't you just wash dishes? I hate washing dishes! That minigame sucked, and now I have trauma! I can help, too! But for now, why don't we go to the supermarket? I want to get some stuff to make curry. Okay, if we're gonna do that, maybe we can do hamburger curry. And the palate of a child. Why don't we add cheese, too? Hamburger curry with cheese. I'd also like some cabbage with sesame oil and some kind of stew. Oh, what a treat, Toma. Much better than your stuff, right? You two never change. It's just for today. We've gone back to the way we were because we met up with you, Toma. We're always like this. All right, let's go. Yeah, let's go, Toma. Yeah, we are. I mean, there's a part of me that like it's Shin's route, so why the Toma thing? But oh dear God, it's still going. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes these ends, it's like, oh God, this is gonna be our wedding. Okay, finally. But it's like you're like, okay, okay, and I get the meeting up with Toma. It makes sense. But then it's like, and then there's this, and then there's this, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna need you to not like do the credits when we've played an hour. You do the credits, and then there's an hour of after scene. Like, don't put it in the middle. That doesn't make sense. Like, fucking the after scene shouldn't be longer than the route itself. What the fuck? I don't know why it bothers me, but it does. I'm like, oh, okay, we're getting to the end. 3 hours later. I guess not. Like, I feel like this is going to be the wedding, and maybe that's why they keep going. If we get to the honeymoon and then we have to get to the kindergarten of our first kid, I swear to God, I'm going to flip my shit and go. Like, everyone's bright cheers still echo through the caverns of my mind. Congratulations! Congratulations! I can still hear Salwa shouting with total delight in her voice. It's definitely a wedding. But we don't need it to be a 3 hour long. We just need a little snippet and a CG. That's it. Flowers being thrown in the air. Everyone was beaming. Yeah, I'm so happy. Show me the CG. He looks like he's laying in bed. Okay, no, I was gonna say he looks like he's laying in bed, but like, it's definitely a wedding CG. Oh, he is. Oh, he is. Oh, we're that's a little spicy. I mean, it's really not. It's innocent, but we're laying in bed. It's not like the icky wedding CG. You know what I mean? You dummy. So smiley. Look at his suit. I dig it. I like the little like heart tack on him because obviously like Art World, they got to throw that in somewhere. I'm just so happy. Happy too, but if you keep making such cute faces, I'm gonna make a move on you. Shin, you're drunk. Yes, I am. You look so cute right now, though. I blame the alcohol. That's so mean. It's not just the alcohol. I dressed up for this, okay? Her dress is cute too, though. Believe me, I know. Let's count how many times you show me pictures asking about this dress or that one. Well, because I wanted to dress up in something that you would think I look very pretty in. So do you like it? I do. Too bad you already have to change. It is what it is. We have the reception after this. I know. Be sure to go after I've sobered up a little. I wish we didn't have to, though. We're not gonna wear our dress to our wedding reception? I think so, too. It'd be nice to be alone for a while. This is nice, but really, what I really want to do is get you out of that dress. I mean, I do have to change, so I could use assistance. You know, maybe the back button's up. You can't. I won't. Don't shuffle around. Mess up your dress. I'll scratch the veil, too. You know, it really does suit you. Glad. I fell in love with it the moment I saw it, too. I can thank Toma for that. Jesus Christ, it's your wedding and you're talking about Toma! Stop it! I wonder if it was expensive. This is a new one, right? I hope it was okay that I accepted it. Oh, it's fine, right? He came to say that he's celebrating this marriage in his own way. Wasn't sure if I should have invited him or not, just keeping his feelings in mind, but when we told him that he couldn't escort you down the aisle part of the way, he was annoyingly we told him he could escort you down the aisle part of the way. He was annoyingly happy. He gave up walking down the wedding aisle to my dad, after all. He was really happy that he was able to walk with me, wasn't he? He said this was his dream. Well, if he can't be the one that we're meeting at the end of the aisle, then I guess walking us part way is enough for him to live vicariously. I was a little pissed off that he was better at he was the one better at escorting you. The hell? I'm the groom here, aren't I? Toma's just that slick. I will say you were a perfectly dependable husband today, Shin. The best one I've ever had. I'm not sure how I feel about being complimented like this. Well, what about me? What about me? You were a typically weepy bride. I'm sorry. Well, you looked so cute. The cutest up until now. Really? Drunk Shin's very nice to me. I love it. What do you mean? Normally not? Normally it's difficult to understand your kindness, but you're strong, cool, and a husband I'm very proud of. I guess that's a good enough answer. Hey, Shin, we're always going to be together, aren't we? Give me your hand. Oh, we're making a pinky promise. In the past, we made a lot of different promises like this, right? Usually at your request, if I recall. A pinky swear? Yep. This is my promise. I'll always be with you. No matter if you're sulking, crying, or feeling weak, I'll always be here to hold you, and I'll never let go. Adorable. If things ever start to feel cold, I'll always do everything I can to make this work for us. For you. No matter what happens from now on, I'm here to protect you, to love you. Promise. Me too. I'll never let you go, Shin. Whenever you feel sad or lonely, and you feel like things are a struggle, I'll be with you every step of the way. Pinky swear, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye. Pinky swear. Love you. Too. Spacey, never gonna let you go. I'm just saying this scene would be the perfect, do not continue after this. This, like, we got the wedding. The one with Toma, like, that was beautiful. Okay, we're killed. Okay, it's the wedding. Fine. I get it. This is where it needs to end because this is the perfect way to end it. Don't ruin it, game. Don't ruin it. This is the perfect ending. Okay, good. I was like, don't do the, 2 months later, now we're going grocery shopping. Something stupid like that. Why was that in Japanese? They didn't translate that, the Orion points thing. It was like, Orion, and then it was all in Japanese. Like, what the shit? Like, what did I do? But anyway, perfect. Beautiful. That was the perfect place to end that one. I here for it. And I like the fact that there were so many freaking wait a minute. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so there's a 5th CG here that you get. That's, I think, what it meant in the guide. The 5th CG for the suspense route, I guess. But anyway. So, now we can look at our CGs. Okay, I mean, it is weird when it's like, I guess it's because I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna wrap this up soon. And then 30 minutes later, I'm like, why are we still going? It's just me, because, like, you're like, we're not done here. Not that I mind, but, like, because the little after story things were good, but it is just weird that it's like, let's continue doing the after story. Like, the after stories are almost as long as the route. Like, it's a lot, but, okay, so it's just those couple, alright. But we got a lot of CGs in this part alone. I don't think we got any in the last part, but whatever. And I do think, even though I hate Shin, not Shin. God, I hate Toma. I don't hate Shin. Shin, I'm sorry. It was because I was looking at him. I hate Toma, and it does make me kind of like weird. It's like, why do we keep talking about him? But it makes sense because he was an integral part of their childhood, and even though I hate him, I understand why the game is like, we miss him, and let's talk to him, and let's have this rebonding kind of moment thing, because, you know, as much as I'm like, no, throw the whole thing out. Take all of Toma, throw him out. It's like, I get it. I get why they were doing it, and it is kind of cute, and this was a beautiful CG, and as much as I hate Toma, he looks really fucking good in this. You know? This is a really beautiful CG. I actually, the funny part is I kind of like the one with Toma the best out of all the ones we just got, which is, you know what I mean? Like, you know, even though, like, Shin looks so good in this suit, even though he's got his tie undone and he's a little rumpled, you know, that's sexy. We're here for it. Like, it's so cute. Yeah, and that's it. So, yeah. I mean, we had some good, there were good CGs in this. This one's adorable. You know, where we're looking happy and cute. Look at how sweet he is. Honestly, it's kind of hard because this one's good. I mean, that one's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that one, but it's not the best to end on. But, like, this one is, like, look at the whole thing with the sky in the background. This one's so beautiful, but it's kind of like we end fucking Shin's route with Toma. But this one's so pretty. I love this one the most, and I hate the fact that I like it the most, and it's got freaking, and we have our what? I can't not. this is going to be our end one, and I hate myself a little bit because I'm like, it's the most beautiful one, and Toma's in it. But it is. There's just something about it that's just so like, oh, bright, happy ending, and I know Toma's in it, and I hate myself for it, but I can't deny that it is beautiful, and I actually like this one, you know. Even over the wedding CG, you know what I mean? Which is weird, but so yeah, we're done with this, but we have another part of the love section left. It's the communication branch, I guess, or whatever. So the order of the choices change every time you reload. Some of the choice combos. Huh. So that's interesting. I don't know how that works. I guess that's weird. So you must, like, every time you play it, there's different the choices come up in a different order. That seems strange and like a weird way to code that, but whatever. We'll see what happens. But we will start that. But because we got CGs and we technically ended that section, we get another. The fun thing about this one is, you know, we get to stare at a lot of CGs, because the other one, it's a full route. We look at a CG at the end, and then we do the bad endings, and then we get the CG, and then we're done. This one, it's like, well, we did the suspense route, so here's the CG, and then we do the bad ending, so there's the CG, and then we did the little like mini game section working, so there's the CG for that. Now we did the after story in the love section, and then we're gonna do the communication one, and it's like you just get to stare at a lot of CGs. So this one's a little weird, you know, because it's like some parts are super short. Most of them have been like an hour though, so that's good. And then we get like way more CG staring, so can't complain. Definitely like so different from what we normally do, but anyway. Yeah, so we'll start the finishing up, because I doubt the communication thing will end in one part. It'll probably be another couple parts anyway. I guess. I don't know. We'll see. But I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.